Boeing's annual meeting kicks off later this morning. Investors expecting to hear for the first time from new board chair Steve Mollenkopf. Boeing is currently dealing with a slew of issues, from its search for a new CEO to the Justice Department claim that the company breached the 2021 agreement that shielded it from criminal charges tied to two 737 MAX crashes. Joining us now to talk more about Boeing is Oscar Munoz, former United Airlines chairman and CEO, and a CNBC contributor. It's good to see you, Oscar. As always, the point is made. It almost sounds like a bank. Boeing's too big to fail. Boeing knows that. The government knows that. The Department of Justice is obviously looking into this. What are the chances something really stringent comes out of that, in your view?
Well, two things. One, good morning to all, and happy Friday. I've spoken to several people that are close to that situation, and it's too early to tell. And from my perspective, at some point, I don't know who we're trying to punish anymore, right? All the right management changes have changed at Boeing, and you got to think of those people that work there that make these aircraft, and when do we begin to give them a little bit of a lift? And this latest thing, while I understand why it's being done, and it's important, again, to hold people accountable. I mean, we've got the 60-day process going on, and with 30 days from that, let's get past those things. It's going to be really hard to find a leader, and that board has got to be shaking their head because every day is a new item, no matter what happens on an aircraft. If it's Boeing, it's Boeing's problem, which it doesn't necessarily have to be. So, what I make of it is I hope that, DOJ does their work, but I just, again, we ask ourselves, who are we trying to punish at this point in time? Let's get this venerable brand of American production back on track, and let's find the right leader or leaders for it, and let's get moving because, again, it's difficult to see the impact on these great people that work there. And I've spent quite a bit of time over the last few weeks talking with alumni, even a couple of the candidates that might be considered, to get an understanding of what's going on there. And that board has a lot of decisions to make. Do you find a product engineering person? Do you find someone with gravitas that can solve and bridge the issues with the customers, the government, your employees and the unions? And it's a difficult job. And I have ideas on how that could be done. But at the same time, the feeling is, for me, over the course of months, it's how do we help them move forward? Hold them accountable for sure, but the beating just have to stop to some degree.
Do you think, okay, the prosecutor could charge Boeing with a criminal charge? Boeing it apparently would likely plead guilty if it's unable to get the prosecutor not to charge it with a crime. Then it would be over. Do you expect it to get to that point, or do you think in the next month the DOJ or the prosecutor decides that that's just too draconian, or can Boeing provide information to change their mind on going ahead with it? How do you see it playing out?
Boy, that is a complicated concept, Joe, right? Because it's politics. We're in a political year. Theater in D.C. is going to take over to some degree. And I really hope that in these next 30 days, as the FAA, finishes their conversation, that we get some tangible results. Again, back in the day, I mean, there used to be a phrase, if it ain't Boeing, I ain't going. And customers would reach in the back of the pocket on their seat, and if it was a Boeing aircraft, they had a sense, it was a kind of a genuine stamp of approval. And we don't have that. So how do we get back to that point? So to your question, I hope that these next 30 days and the FAA results come out with, clearly they'll come up with some things, but it's nothing too impactful, and that the DOJ sort of releases and their concerns and we get moving with this. But yes, can it come to it? Of course. And if things come out of this review that are pretty negative, it's going to be, the political pressure is going to be so much that they're going to have to do something. My only point from a humble, sort of sitting on the sidelines is that I don't know who that's going to help at this point in time. I don't know how it's going to help them get a leader that wants to run and do something like this. And so while, of course, it can get to that, my hope that over the course of the next couple of months, we get past that and we can get them back on their feet.